all the time whenever they call me upon, unless there are circumstances beyond. And this, I don't see this administrative chair, because this is a very serious committee. But surely I would not be seated here if I had any issues with appearing before you.
Senator Tharaka.
Chair, I think the governor, I think we can give you a break of 15 minutes with your indulgence to check, because I would have expected you to tag along county secretary, because naturally those are issues that correspond. And the nature of summonses is that if you fail to satisfy the reasoning as to why you didn't honor the summonses, then what follows is the punitive action, so that we move on. But if governor requests for time out to cross-check with maybe whoever he wants to consult with, then we can give him 15 minutes, then we proceed, so that we give him a fair hearing. But if he wants us to proceed without that time out, then the chair, you can just come down with the punitive measures of failure to satisfy the summons, because governor is cutting around the issue. He's not telling us what really happened. And you know, if he takes serious Senate, he should have been aware that there was a summons that he didn't honor and tell us the reason it did not come. So in my own opinion, Chair, either we give him time out of 15 minutes to put his act together, then from there we can make a ruling. Thank you, Chair.
Senator Dr. Lelegu.
Chair, I think the governor is lying, because we have a copy of these summons that were served, and these summons were served to the county secretary on 21st of November 2024. The name of the person who received the summons was Alex M. Murada.
That was which date?
21st November 2024. The date of service.
Okay.
Signed by Alex M. Murada. The time of service was 12:45 p.m. at a place called Kathwana. So the governor is lying that he did not receive the summons, or is not aware about them. And I think that is his officer, the county secretary. So he cannot lie to the committee that he did not receive these summons. He received the summon, and as he said that he respects the Senate, I don't think that is where we can start. To say he respects the Senate and he lies again to the same institution.
So, Governor, we have determined that you received the summons, which was served by Alex Murage at 12:45 at Kadwan. So, unless you are saying there's somebody who did not bring it to your notice, but that summons reached you, now we want you to mitigate. Tell us why you didn't honor that summons as a way of moving forward. But as Senator, let me just let you respond first before I indulge somebody else.
Chair, with the utmost respect to you and the two senators who have spoken, it will not be proper to waste your time and waste taxpayers' money on arguments that will not bear results. Because one, the allegation of lying is a very serious allegation. I've just used the Bible. I'm a Christian, and I have no reason to lie. The senator says I lied, but I don't know what proof he has I lied, because I said two things. One, I did not have on the invitation that you did to me anything to show that I need to deliberate on this issue. Otherwise, I'd have prepared myself. And I said it is not personal. You invite me as an office, not as a person. If it's Muthomi Njuki, that will be different. I'll keep personal records in my house. But if you speak, it is an office. I would need my county secretary here to tell me what is in the file of where we did not attend, not me. And there must be a reason. And Chair, Senate is not ending tomorrow, neither is this committee. Even if you tell me to come back here after 3 days or a week, I'll come back.
That is contemptuous.
Entadulo first.
Chair, with all due respect to Governor Njuki, who is also a friend, who is also a practicing member of parliament for many years. You do understand the procedures of summon. Number one, you cannot say that you have not prepared yourself for the summons. Because if you appear before certain committee and you have offended them, the first thing you should be asked is, why did you offend the committee? And number two, when someone has been signed by your county secretary, you should bring it to your attention. Yeah? So if you sit here and say that you're wasting time of the Senate, we wasted our time to come here and wait for you on that day, Governor, when we didn't have you appearing. And number two, even auditors were here. They have spent a lot of money, taxpayers' money, on the same. So I think the person you should crucify on this is your county secretary, who should be even here to explain whether he has brought that to your attention or not. But Chair, let me say this. We must deal with the summon first before we proceed with the agenda of today. Thank you.
Yeah, Governor, if you had come that time, we would not be talking about wasting time now. You are saying you are wasting time now. If you had appeared during the time when we had invited you, we would not be using this time to, as you say, to waste it instead of going to the real agenda of the day. So actually, you're the one who is causing us to do this. Had you appeared, then we would not be quote unquote wasting time. Because that is how you feel you are wasting time now. Yes, Governor.
Chair, I did not say that you're wasting time. I say it will not be my intention to waste your time. For example, by telling me...
You said we are wasting time on arguments that will not bring any fruitful results.
Chair, don't misquote me. I'm on record. I said I wouldn't like to waste your time by you giving me 15 minutes, because even those 15 minutes will not solve the situation. There's nothing I can learn in 15 minutes that I don't have with me. Neither if you say, give me an answer, which I do not have now, I will still not be able to give you unless you give me time to consult with the office why we did not appear before Senate. And first and foremost, Chair, as I sit here, I have not denied that I did not appear. I have agreed I did not appear because you've read clearly, and I have not denied. Neither have I said that I was not supposed to appear. The only word I have not used, which I want to say now, is that I apologize even before I give the summons. I mean, I look at the reason why I didn't appear for having wasted your time on that day. It was not intentional. I mean, you know, we are human beings. Things happen which are beyond you and you can't do anything. But Chair, you cannot decide because of that. Life will not continue. So I said I'm sorry.
Let me rephrase
I apologize.
this issue. That you are invited to a committee of parliament. Number one, you don't know whether or not you received the invitation. Number two, you don't know why you did not appear. It gives me an impression of the type of attitude that you have for parliament. And I don't know why, as a governor, yet Senate, we work so hard to make sure that devolution works. Why do you develop this contumelious attitude towards the House of Parliament that you really work together or are supposed to be working together? Where do you get this attitude from? Because you don't know whether they received the letter. You don't know why you didn't appear. You have to check, really. Governor.
Chair, why would you say Chair I have an attitude yet I'm seated here? I have told you I apologize for not appearing that day. But Chair, don't force me to say something that is not consistent with what the reality, because I've asked you in my human capacity as a person who heads the office. I did not consult, neither look at the records why we did not appear on that particular day when we were supposed to appear. You say 24th of...
It was 2nd of December. Let me try again.
Yes.
No,
Governor.
Chair. Let me ask you,
just
Governor.
before you do that, let me just try again, Central, before you do that. This other part on page 2 says, take note, that should you fail to attend the committee on the date and time specified in the summons, 1, the committee may impose a fine not exceeding 500,000. You may also be guilty of an offense in terms of Section 27(1)(a)(1) of the Parliamentary Powers and Privileges Act, Cap 6, for which you shall be liable on conviction to a fine not exceeding 200,000 shillings or to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 6 months or both. If you had read that part and you take laws, constitution and statutes seriously, is it possible to just let it go like that if you had read it, Senator Dul?
Do you agree that your county secretary signed the summon on your behalf?
Chair, I don't know which one to start first, but I will start with the immediate one asked by my neighbor, the Senator of Isiolo. He's also my friend. That I cannot speak for the county secretary. I can't say the county secretary.
No, Governor, you cannot say that. There is an evidence that has just been produced. We didn't cook that signature.
If you say the county secretary signed the
summons,
have no reason to say no.
Yeah, but there is an evidence here. Just share it with the governor.
No, it's okay. If
no,
you
no,
say
no.
he
Share
signed,
with the governor so that he can agree. Let's start from there. You've given him a copy.
If you say county secretary signed
of information,
Senator, I have no issue.
But do you accept that the summon was served on your county secretary?
I would not have no reason not to say yes to something that is in record. Because the question here is not about whether the summons was served or not. It is why I did not appear, which I've said, you give me time, I will give you reason why I did not. And that time definitely will come.
Chair, my good friend, my governor, Madam Yuk, we, as a committee, which position do you want us to take on that issue?
No,
because I think which position do you want us to take? No, because just a minute, Chair.
No, he's making
I'm making a lot of sense. Yeah. You know, we have captured some conflicting statements. Whether you are aware of the summons, whether the summons were brought before you, whether you were informed, whether you there are two issues. You don't know whether the summons were before you as an institution. You don't seem to know why you never appeared. So which position, where are we now? Why would you want us to navigate through this process?
Can I add to that so that he can answer both?
Yes, Senator.
On the same breath, Governor, at one end you are denying, somewhere you are apologizing. So which position do you want the committee to take it from you? At another, the third point, you are saying you want to console. Are you denying? Are you apologizing? Do you need time to console? Then we can move on. Thank you, Chair.
Asking Chair, so that we may be able to dispense
Governor
with this issue.
You may respond.
I am not very sure whether I got what my Senate exactly wants. Because the question here is, why didn't you appear? If I sit here and told you...
What he's actually asking, if I may paraphrase, or how I've understood it, is like he wants you to take a plea. Are you guilty or not guilty?
Oh, that is so. Then you say simply like that, Chair, whether I'm guilty or not. I don't think, Chair, it will be appropriate time to take the plea until I check why I did not appear. Because if I did plea, I took plea.
Commissioner Omogen.
Yeah, Governor Mutembei, you are a friend to many of us. But you know, the matter we are dealing with is not a light matter. You have been a member of parliament. You know the powers of a committee like this under Article 125. We will not sit here unless we are convinced that you are properly served. The person who traveled using public resources all the way to Tharaka to effect service on you. And that service was you were being served with those summons because on 14th you had been invited to appear, 14th of November. You didn't appear before the committee. The summons were issued for you to appear on the 28th of November. You didn't appear. And we agree between you and ourselves, the issue of service is not in debate. You are not telling us that our officer is lying. So the next issue should be either you have a convincing explanation to us, or you mitigate and tell us you apologize why you did not appear, and then we see what decision to make as a committee, so that we make progress.
Unless you just want to test whether the laws that we make in Kenya are important or not. Maybe you feel they are important because they're captured very well in the summons, and maybe by you not coming, you want to test the potency of the laws that we make. Maybe you feel they're important. Evan.
The first thing I started by saying, Chair and the honorable senators, is that I would have no reason not to appear. In fact, the fact I'm seated here says if you call me, I'll appear. So I don't know why I wouldn't appear for that one particular day without a reason. And what my friend Senator Kongo Mgeni has said is that I should either accept or deny so that you can be able to make your verdict. In this particular point in time, I would say it would be unfair to you for me to tell you a lie when I've taken oath. I have asked you honorably, give me time to be able to check why I did not. As whether I appeared or not, I did not appear. So if you want to make your decision based on the fact that I did not appear, I can't interfere with that. But if you want to make the decision based on the reasons that I've given for not appearing, I don't have that with me now, Chair.
Let me try something again. You have your officers there, the CC, CCO. You're supposed to render your documents, 15 copies, written responses to Auditor General and to our office here on the Auditor General report for the financial years recorded there, and reports or responses for receiver of revenue and count revenue fund. Did you give the documents as required by this summons?
I will let
15 days, 15 hard copies before 2nd December 2024.
I will let my CC answer that, and if he cannot answer, he can give it to CFO.
Yeah, may I consult the direct accounting services because the one we usually send.
That is a CC for finance.
Yes, sir. We usually send him to deliver documents, so I want information that they
through the governor
or not.
Thank you, Chair. Yeah, responding. Yes, Chair. I wish to confirm that we submitted the document to the auditor with respect to the audit report for the financial 2022-2023, executive, county revenue fund, and receiver of revenue, and we had a discussion with the auditors. However, the document for meeting discussions, we normally come with them during the day of the meeting. So we had the document ready, we would have come with them during the meeting. Like today, you have come with the copies of the document today. So we never submit the document in advance, but you submit in advance to the auditor, then come with the copies, 15 sets, during the day of the discussion. Thank you, Chair. That one I can confirm.
No, you're supposed to bring copies here, isn't it? And some to the auditor. So maybe if we try,
Chair,
yes.
I think the procedure is they must submit their documents before
Yes.
they appear.
That is it.
Yeah.
7 days too, and
7
some to the
days.
auditor. Now, auditor, did you get the documents? We also want time to.
Yes, Chair. They did submit the documents to the Office of Auditor General, Embu Regional Office.
So the only pending issue would be mitigating on the reason why you didn't come.
You know, in the practice of summonses in Parliament and even in court, governor should either deny or acknowledge receipt of summons. You know, we are skirting this issue and time is running. He should deny that he received, then the committee can make a decision, or he should accept, and then the committee can make a decision. Because the governor is saying, I need time. He's not even being specific by saying, how long does he need? Who does he need to consult? And out of curiosity, Governor, I thought all correspondence are through the county secretary. In any institution through county executive, even if you want to communicate like Parliament where you have served, is the most of the correspondence are through the clerk of the National Assembly of the Senate. So I would have expected the county secretary, the fact that he received all the correspondence, should have given you surety of that communication of why you didn't turn up. So, Governor, to make progress, it is important through the chair that you either acknowledge that they were receipt of summonses and you give us the reason as to why, or you deny the summonses, or you acknowledge, and then the committee can deliberate on your answer so that we make progress through the chair.
Governor.
Chair, not to be fair to this committee, I will let you make a decision based on what I've told you already. That give me, I cannot give you an answer on why I did not appear because I don't have records of me here. You did not ask me in advance. My county secretary is not here. You're telling me you give me a few minutes, I consult him. I don't want to get my county secretary from wherever he is.
How many minutes do you want?
I asked you to give me adequate time, which would mean probably I come back a day of your choice, or I mean, of course, if you want me to come back, just give that reason alone. That would also be quite heavy.
You're saying you need a
if
few
you
minutes
would ask me, allow me, I go back to Tharaka. The guy you sent to serve can tell you that it takes a whole day to get Tharaka and back, so it can't be today. So it will mean that you either allow me to do written submission where I did not appear, or you summon you another day to come and say I didn't appear. But insisting that I have to give you A or B, in utter honest, because of respect I have for this committee, will not bear results.
So I think, Governor, we'll give you some 10 minutes, or we give ourselves 10 minutes break. You may consult and also need to consult in-house, and then we'll call you back. Please.
Am I supposed to do anything during those 10 minutes, or I'm giving you time to consult amongst yourself what to do?
No, you're not leaving. You're giving us 10 minutes, then we'll call you back.
But for my 10 minutes, I'm not supposed to be doing anything. It's just to give you time to consult.
You can do whatever you want.
Governor, we are saying,
yes,
we are seeking that you step out.
Okay.
We consult on the matter that you have raised before you.
Yeah.
We'll call you back for the decision you are making.
That's very clear.
Very clear.
Senator, I was not getting it. You know, probably you told me earlier when Senator Sergio was saying 15 minutes. You go and consult, bring an answer. So I wanted to know whether it's 10 minutes for me to bring an answer.
John will deliberate and make a decision on the way forward.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, effective communication, Senator, is very important. It is better to ask and look like a fool than look sharp and make a mistake. That's why I asked for that.
I hope it's clear now.
It's very clear. Thank you very much.